Ooh, they start us with a ladder and a climbing anchor.
Ooh, we can climb the wall. We can just get right over it.
Which wall?
The one that's gonna make not City Network great again or whatever it's called. Welcome back to On the Branch.
Yay, we're going to make Not
Yay.
City great again.
Yay! Well, we got to get to that Not City, which has the new president captured, but nobody knows she's the new president. It's royal intrigue politics, right? So there's one thing I didn't get to yesterday when I was talking about how I was just. Oh yeah, our road trip thing. That was supposed to segue into one more thing: the fact that we were just getting back from from Reno, and then we're going to Los Angeles in a couple months, and that reminded me of last year at Anime Los Angeles, where we went to the esteemed Gateway Airport Hotel, and we checked in. And do you remember the story at all? Did I tell you this last year?
You did not tell us the story.
I didn't tell you the story about how. Okay, so we go to check into this hotel. It's an anime con. You think like, okay, Airport Convention Center hotel. We have a huge range here. This can be a really nice hotel. This can be a really shit hotel. And well, you'll see it was the latter eventually. So we check in, and I forget why I see it, but like we're waiting in the lobby, and it's a super long line because everyone is checking in. Anime Con. We got there as early as possible because we were in LA already, so it's only like an hour away from where we were staying the night before. So we got there like early check-in time. It's like 2:00. Can we have a room?
Yeah.
Kind of check-in because
Trying to do like early check-in basically.
Yeah, like do you have rooms? And they usually like to do that if they have the rooms because they're moving their load from later to now, and if they don't, it's like if the people are willing to wait in the line and queue up for their rooms, then they want to do it now.
Get it done early.
Yeah, get the people in now so your lines aren't longer later. And so the guy give us a nice room. We have to walk like 5 minutes plus because the hotel's kind of a big long oval, and you can't cut straight through it very easily. So we walked all the way around with all of our luggage, and we opened the door. It's on the first floor. You can hear like clunk clunk under the floorboards, which means like wooden construction. So it's like a 50-year-old hotel at least, and
right.
Wooden construction on the first floor, meaning anytime someone walks by, you're going to hear them. Wooden flooring. So there's a basement underneath or just a crawl space underneath.
It's just very crappy.
Yeah, it's very, very run down. And then we open up the door and there's like just smudge marks on the wall and literal like a shit stain on the floor. And I don't mean like what is that thing? What color is that? It's one of those full on like
this was poop.
There's like a tuft, like somebody's dog pooped on the floor. Somebody got Schwifty at Anime Los Angeles, 2018. And so when I checked in 2019, it was still there, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, it's one of those situations where, like, me being, like, working in the hotel industry, like, I instantly know, like, 3 things. Like, 1, this carpet needs replaced. There's no shampooing this carpet, which might have been what they tried to do. Who knows? I mean, some hotels are really chintzy, and when something's really bad, they still give it a shot just because they want to cut costs. But this whole room needs new carpet. And 2, that this hotel is full of, we'll call it, hot potatoing. I don't want to be the person that is the problem, so I'm just.
I don't want to deal with this. So
I don't want to deal with this, so it's going to be someone else's issue. Wow, we got some weight on us. Like the housekeeper, like that finished cleaning that room last, didn't stop and say, "No, we cannot put this room back in service," because then she was going to have to fight to get her credit. Her checkbox that she cleaned this room. Yes. And then the person inspecting the room doesn't want to put it out of service because they're going to have to talk to their manager about why they're putting a room out of service that would make us $500 this weekend. And so you just instantly know that coming into the situation as the customer. So you get to know some things like, okay, wow, we can book it, can't we? You get to know things like, just for starters, how to approach the situation. Like how to talk to the person behind the front desk when you go back. Like you need to have some things in mind. Like you need to be ready to say, okay, I'm walking away from here because this room is like not acceptable. This is not like something you could go around. Like there were marks all over the floor.
It's not normal for it to be in this condition.
This is beyond the pale, especially if we're paying $100-something a night for this room.
Oh my god, fucking Die Hardman, can you like stop calling me literally every 5 seconds? Like, no, like seriously, that's what he's doing. You've been hearing it, right?
No, I'm not paying attention.
Like, just listen in the back of your head. You'll just hear it go, Mega Man. You can pick up the fucking thing because all their porters are pieces of shit who don't know how to grab stuff.
We're the people that work really hard at our job, and everyone else just kind of phones it in.
That's basically what they're saying.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, what was I on tear about? Do you even remember?
You were talking about the hotel rooms.
Oh yeah. So when I go to the front desk to tell the guy like, okay, I don't know why, like that room is not in an acceptable condition. There's poop on the floor. What can you move me to? That room needs. Oh, and I say that room needs to be out of order until the carpet is replaced. Like I told the guy at the front desk, you gotta move me rooms. I will not be staying in this hotel if it's that room. I will cancel my thing. He's like, okay. And he got me another room, and I went and checked it out before we even moved our luggage up there, and it was fine. It was a perfectly normal room. In fact, it was kind of nice. It wasn't bad. I mean, once again, everything in the hotel was wood, so every time someone walked by in the hallway in the middle of the night, it would wake you up.
Clunk.
But it's not their fault. It's the hotel's fault for being ancient. And anyway, so yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you know why I never told you that story? Because we went on about the car fire for like half an hour.
Oh, right.
Year. Yeah, after
because that was the big thing that happened.
Yeah, that was the big thing. Like no one wanted to talk about the hotel room with poop on the floor. That's not nearly as exciting. Yeah, that was a good time. That was a good trip, and we're coming back. And you might be able to come back.
Maybe
with us. It depends on if you can get the time off, mostly, right? And how much money you have at the time.
Yeah, it's 90% more the money.
Oh, okay. It's being able to spend the money on tickets and merchandise while you're there, and and that's a big cosplay con, so you want to put some cosplay together,
and hopefully you've lost some weight, at least a little bit of weight by then.
It's a month and a half. You're not going to lose much weight. I'm worried about the fact that I need to lose weight between now and then.
I don't know though, John, because when I actually was trying to lose weight, doing all the things that I could to lose weight, I was able to lose 40 pounds in the first month.
Oh, wow.
But that
40
was just,
pounds in a month? Oh, is that?
But that's the first month. That's the month where you're gonna lose all the water weight, where it's
oh, and then you've already had the 6 week before that where you lose no weight because you're building up that first little bit of muscle and your body's starting to react. So then the next 4 weeks you had a 40 week, or the next 5 weeks you had a 40
pound loss. It was a stint of nothing.
A pound a day, and you could do that healthily at your weight. It's totally fine.
Doable.
It's just that's pretty amazing that you were able. I mean, granted, is it okay to talk about how big you are?
I'm fat.
And my estimate, is it okay to say I think you're X weight?
How much do you think I am?
You're somewhere in the 350 range, I think.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, and so
hold on, what
obviously
are you?
there are doctor supervised diets where you could lose a pound a day for 6 months, and it's not dangerous if the doctor is properly supervising. Oh, it's a post box. Oh, is this just where we're making? Oh, we can make some of our deliveries?
Yeah, I think so.
Yay! We get to deliver the last cargo. So, yay! Good times.
Submit it here for processing. If you come across any more while out on a run and don't think you can carry it to its destination, you can always put it in storage. It'll be safe and secure until another porter comes along to finish the job.
So we're
pass through a dozen more hands before it arrives.
This really does feel like a logistics operation.
I mean,
we're just Coke Industries here, It seems like we're just as evil. We've been getting a lot of hints that we're not on that we're not necessarily on the morally white side of things. The morally, all good. Definitely feels like there's a lot of gray in this world. Just with all the rain, are you trying to read everything and
yeah, I'm trying to see what this subtext menu says. So let give me a second to just read this. What do I do? What is it? Oh, that's the right button. Give him a life. There you go.
Oh, that was another human being left that for us.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Thanks, other human being. I forgot that this
Easton.
game. Yeah, this game has asymmetrical. Yeah. What are the odds that Nick Eastman is watching this? Well, let's see. About 10 people are going to watch this. And about 10 million people are going to play this, so...
I mean, hey.
Nick Easton, like, comment, and subscribe if you're there. You're pretty much obligated at this point.
Yeah, like, if you're one of the 10 people that watches our show and,
Yeah.
Not sponsored by Monster Energy Drink.
Speaking of weird sponsorships, I had to start explaining the container park to you the other day, and then I stopped myself because I realized this would be a good branch topic.
Yeah, because you were like, have you ever been to they're building another container park. And I was like, I didn't even know we had a first one.
They're building another thing that's like the container. Well, okay, let's start with the beginning of this, okay?
Okay.
So I'm driving on the 15, the I-15. It's our biggest freeway here in the state / city. Yes. And I'm driving south to work, and actually, you see it both ways. I was actually driving home, and, from a distance, I look and I see this sign, and it says, meals. And you're going to have to put this up on the screen, and you're going to have to blur it a little bit so everyone else can see what I'm talking about.
Find me a,
But, yeah.
The link again, because I'm not going to remember what to search for.
Yeah. Well, I'll send you a link so you can, like, show their thing. It's even more obvious from the street. If someone can take a picture, we'll take a picture of it before this episode goes up.
Probably not, but
yeah. So
maybe.
it's actually this building called Area 15. But if you see it from a distance and it's kind of blurry because it's like out of your peripheral vision,
and you're not like staring at it directly.
The A and the R sort of combine to an M, and then 15 is LS, and in lead speak. So it's just like going by and like. Meals, and I'm like, oh, Area 15, and I thought like, oh, it's like a new nightclub that's getting built, like it's near the strip. Sounds like the name, and nope, it turns out it's like one of those small, quiche-y, kitschy outdoor malls for hipsters, like the Container Park, and that's where you ask, the fuck is a container park?
Right.
So I had to let me explain. So here in Las Vegas, we have a downtown. Like many downtowns, it is constantly run down, and our city is constantly dumping money into trying to revitalize it. Do we just have a bunch of ladders?
We have a bunch of ladders, and we have a P button.
Okay. And so, yeah. One of the revitalization projects saw a ton of funding from Zappos, the former shoe company that is now like a search optimization engine, or search engine.
They don't do shoes anymore?
They don't do shoes anymore. It's all like search engines based off of the technology they sold shoes with. Oh, so this is where we can put a ladder, or did Nick Easton also give us a ladder?
I don't know.
I think he's hinting we should put a ladder up here. Let's see if we can put a ladder up here.
Okay. So let me see.
You just liked his thing. Okay, we're figuring out how to ladder it.
Let's see.
Oh, that's a cool ladder. I want one of these ladders at work. Okay, we put it on our side. Do we power pole extend it somehow? Okay, looks like.
Okay, there it goes.
Okay, and what's that let us do? Wow, that looks like a rickety ladder. I would not climb this ladder in real life. Holy cow, that is scary. No, Sam, don't do it. This was a terrible idea. Ooh, you're not even supposed to. Oh, there's so many problems with ladder safety that, you violated so many ladder safety rules just now. If anyone's ever had to take that class at work, you know what I'm talking about. That was ridiculous. One, you're supposed to have the ladder, go up, 3 feet past the thing you're climbing out onto. 2, it needs to be way sturdier than that at the base. That thing needs to be secure at the top and bottom if it's that long. Anyway, what was I rambling on about? Something way more interesting than ladders. Huh?
Yeah, the container park.
Shut up, Jamie. You're not on this episode.
A little birdie told me.
Yeah. So yeah, Zappos put a bunch of money into this, and it's like this little outdoor mall for small businesses. They get a year or two, and then they get kicked out. And the gimmick is all the storefronts are inside of cut up shipping containers. And it's a 2-story mall with it's mostly restaurants and stuff. So this place does horribly because you don't want to park somewhere and then go walk a quarter mile downtown in a scary bad part of town and to go to dinner. Just to dinner because there's usually nothing else entertaining there. Most of the stuff, so it's just not that. It's one of those wonderful ideas, but then you realize I have no interest in going there on a date because everything's going to be overpriced and I don't feel like, driving out to spend money. Plus then I will go to dinner. Plus there's nothing actually there, but you feel obligated to buy something because you went to this big expensive place, Anyway, so yeah, Area 15 is just another one of those. But to me, it'll always be meals.
It'll always be meals.
It'll always be meals.
Okay. I mean, Sam, can you fucking... Oh, do I have to hold it to fucking... Okay, this is gonna get Hang
They're
on.
gonna get on your nerves.
Well, I have to like change how I've been holding the controller now. And...
Oh no! Well, maybe you can figure out the optimal way to hold the controller next time on the branch.
Oh no, this is terrible.